you look around you and you say, what is it that I would want?
I think Paolo is going crazy a little bit.
We have a budget, we have a commitment to an investor, we have a commitment to ourselves as investors.
In Toronto, Ontario, these two characters are big shots on the restaurant scene. This is Paolo Paolini, and this is Massimo Capra.
This business, people love to see something different all the time, but yet they want some things to remain the same.
So, I mean, there's got to be something, a little bit of something that we're doing right. You know what I mean? It cannot be all luck.
Everything about Paolo and Massimo is old school. Mistura, the highly successful restaurant they've been running since the early 90s, is a starched linen dining room. Celebrities, including Christopher Plummer and Sharon Stone, frequent it when they're in town.
I mean, those people eat too. So, I mean, those people enjoy good food also.
Everything that comes out of Massimo's kitchen is rich, very rich.
That's duck fat. That's all good stuff. That's me. I'm a walking ball of cholesterol, good and bad.
Massimo's trademark is his old-school, upscale Southern Italian comfort food, like coniglio alle olive, braised rabbit with black olives, potatoes, tomato fillet, and garlic rapini, and gamberoni, grilled large shrimp with rapini and cannellini beans.
Look at that. Doesn't it say eat me?
There's something charming about Massimo in that he's so, in spite of the fact that some of his entrees are probably $38, $40, he's so down to earth.
But Massimo is about to face a huge challenge.
So good.
Because Paolo's restless and thinks his clients are too. He's found a loyal investor for a resto lounge over Mistura called Sopra, upstairs in Italian.
Sometimes you look around you and you say, what is it that I would want?
Paolo wants Sopra to be a playroom for grown-ups.
That, to me, just a restaurant environment's not enough.
With all the extras, cognacs and cigars.
And there's a great base of clientele that would like to finish dinner with a nice cigar and a nice cognac.
He wants live jazz.
It's not going to be the type of place that'll have the boom, boom, boom.
And to be different than Mistura, he wants tapas. The tapas part is all new for Massimo. It's a long way from his hearty cuisine.
Tapas right now is the new Thai. I mean, it seems like everybody is doing that.
Tapas may be trendy, but Massimo, the classical chef, doesn't get it.
Okay, because there is only so much food that you can have as an hors d'oeuvre before it starts getting boring. This is not bite-sized, all right?
Almost nothing on Massimo's current menu will work.
Like this, we cannot serve anything. But like this, the kind of thing that we will not be serving upstairs is the giant shrimp. These are massive. These are the biggest shrimp that you can buy. The rabbit, the braised rabbit.
Paolo doesn't even want to serve anything that needs a knife and fork.
You run the risk of things being wet or oily or whatever, and then they got to touch the clothes. It might be risky.
Paolo wants no expense spared to make Sopra his kind of hangout. With a budget of nearly $1 million, this space will feature a massive fireplace and exotic materials like zebra wood and onyx.
And there's a market for it here in the city. People don't die at the age of 35 and to 40 and 45 and up. You know, they want to live again.
For years, Paolo has envisioned an elegant humidor and cigar lounge. Alessandro drew up the plans, but now the law won't allow smoking of any kind.
Smoking today is looked at as taboo. And so when he came up to us, of course, I naturally thought that it was a crazy idea.
The cigars have to go.
It will still be a lounge. We'll still have our fireplace. The aesthetics don't change. You just lose out on the cigars.
I'm willing to participate and give my contribution to hiring the best lawyer. I think it's ridiculous what they're doing. I think we should have an area like that. If it's not bothering everybody else, What is the problem?
Opening night is in 6 weeks.
But if you don't ask him for a date, it'll be next Monday before
He knows
they
how
get...
badly we need them. Ranting and raving and yelling and screaming doesn't change reality.
You haven't started it yet?
In Toronto, the chef who makes some of the richest food in town is trying to get his head around serving finger food.
There is only so much food that you can have as an hors d'oeuvre before it starts getting boring.
His partner is furious that cigars are now verboten.
I think it's ridiculous what they're doing.
Spora has been a long time coming. They took over the space a year ago, but there's been problems after problems.
We were supposed to open, I believe it was in January, and then we decided a date of May, and then we decided a date of June, and then July, and now is August.
They've racked up $250,000 in rent so far. For the last week, Paolo's been on holidays. Now he's back, and he expects lots of progress.
From the time I walk in, I want to start making notes.
He's so bossy. He's got the need to be a boss, you know?
He can't let anything slide.
I need to get open. We have a budget, we have a commitment to an investor, we have a commitment to ourselves as investors, and we have a commitment to our clientele that have been hearing about this place for a year and a half, and they're going, are you guys ever gonna open? This side's not done.
There's millwork missing and hardware still to come.
So where are these handles? What do I gotta know now?
The handles, we went to put them on, and the holes are cut on 36, and the handles were built on 40.
I have already sent them out. They're being reworked. My name's Clayton. Paulo's my brother-in-law.
When are they coming in?
Paulo, they just went out Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, fine, but they got to give you, when are they coming back?
It's Monday. It's only been Sunday since I talked to him last.
But if you don't ask him for a date, it'll be next Monday before they get...
He knows how badly we need them. Ranting and raving and yelling and screaming doesn't change reality.
And then there's the matter of the safety railings.
You haven't started it yet? You haven't started it yet. This is why Clayton has been calling you guys, and nobody returns our damn calls. That's why. I got to get the inspector here to okay the fucking thing. How long is it going to take you? I need it tomorrow. The earlier it comes in, that's when I need it. You're telling me when I need it. I'm telling you when I need it.
I think Paulo is going crazy a little bit.
You have to remember that when you're successful at something, if you ever fail at anything, all of a sudden, everything that you succeeded at might come into question.
By the next day, Paolo is a lot calmer. He's off to buy a piano, and not just any piano, a Steinway. After all, he expects some of the finest musicians in the world to play at Spora.
I don't know anything, really, about pianos. They look all the same to me.
They don't look all the same to Mark Eisenman. He's a local pianist Paolo has brought along for some help.
More pearly.
Like I said, I don't know very much about pianos, what a new or a used Steinway would go for.
Most people, including people who open restaurants, have no idea the cost of a good instrument.
The new Steinway B is about $79,000. The new Steinway A is about $71,000. And the used Steinway is about $61,000.
Wow.
Paulo is a bit shocked by the price of a good instrument.
It's an investment, and you need to treat this instrument as such. It's a thoroughbred.
I think this is new, this is used. It just looks a little bit shinier, but they almost look very similar.
A Model B Steinway is one of the most famous, most beautiful instruments in the world.
These are like Ferraris here, you know?
94% of the world's performing artists will perform exclusively on this instrument.
Paulo, if it was me, if it was my house and I was buying a piano today, out of these three, this is the piano I'd get.
There we go. Why do I feel like I've already bought it? My biggest weakness is
and all you have to do is ask the staff. I'm very impulsive.
The Sopra.
Paolo only budgeted $40,000 for the piano, but he buys the Model B Steinway for $79,000.
Because once you've played a Model B Steinway, there's no other choice.
Sopra is now $400,000 over budget. Meanwhile, Massimo has decided the small plates he'll need to do for Sopra are just not his thing.
A mistura, we like to give substance, we don't like the fluff.
So he's hired someone else to run the show, Joe Malandrino. He's never been the head chef in a kitchen before, but he has lots of experience with tapas-style food.
He understands more than I do, actually, the small plates, because where it comes from, that's what they were doing.
Plus, I'm a young, hungry guy, you know what I mean? It's an opportunity to shine.
In the Mistura kitchen, Joe has been working on the menu. Paolo has commanded bite-sized burgers and fries. Burgers made from the Steinway of beef, the most expensive beef money can buy.
Kobe beef burgers are, it's something that we can all relate to.
Joe doesn't think it's a good idea.
But I like my burgers big, thick, and juicy. And there's so much other things I could put on the menu that I think would be a lot better than the burger.
Paolo doesn't know. Joe is using sirloin, and it has to be good enough not just for Paolo and Massimo, but for one of Toronto's most discerning restaurant critics.
Sure, I understand they want to take a departure maybe from the Italian cuisine, but Kobe beef burgers have been done to death.
I just need a hug. I just want a hug.
Okay, please don't tell me these are Kobe beef burgers.
This dish has a lot of sophistication.
It's a guy's dish.
This is a guy's dish.
In Toronto, Paolo Paolini is coming unhinged about how long it's taking to open Sopra.
Well, it's starting to be almost a little embarrassing.
Only the best will do for him. A $79,000 piano.
These are like Ferraris here,
And the most expensive beef money can buy.
Kobe beef burgers are, it's something that we can all relate to.
Despite Paolo's command, Joe is using sirloin beef because it's fattier.
Been working 13 years for this,
He's sure it'll taste better, and he's about to find out what the big shots think.
I think what we'd expect is something a little bit more original. Okay, please don't tell me these are Kobe beef burgers. Is that a little brioche?
This is it.
Yes, it's a little brioche bun.
This dish has a lot of sophistication. I mean, the foie gras really...
Well, foie gras doesn't make it sophisticated. I mean, it makes it delicious.
Delicious.
I think it makes business sense to have it on.
It's safe.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Just like having a damn Caesar salad.
I love this dish.
Oh, please.
Absolutely.
I actually like your frites better.
They're very good. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's a guy's dish.
This is a guy's dish.
You chauvinistic pigs.
Yeah.
You don't think a lady can sink her teeth in a burger?
The mini burgers will go on the menu for $15 each.
They love the burgers, man.
For Paolo, the key word is luxury. One day over a pizza lunch, he decided he wanted to design the chairs for Sopra.
So the drawings were made probably within a 1-hour period on sketchy paper, napkins, anything that was available.
Who's doing the defrocking?
Despite Alessandro's recommendations to the contrary,
And the winner is?
Paolo got a friend of his to make them, his way.
I'm nervous, I'm not comfortable, and I hate being put in this position.
I changed one of the dimensions.
This furniture is the last component of it, and I'm a big believer that it can make or break it. Looks like it ate too much pasta.
The purpose of these chairs is I want to encourage couples to sit together.
Is this supposed to be for two people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Here, let's sit down. I gotta watch you designers, though.
Sometimes Paolo doesn't get the concept that you can't just change the proportion of a chair that's been conceptualized from a sketch like that.
I don't really know what he is looking for.
It's not good enough.
Mr. Chair Designer goes back to the drawing board. Paolo takes off to go fishing, and good old Massimo gets stuck holding the fort.
And my kitchen is a continuous up. That's all. Every time I turn around, there is somebody cutting or making holes, or the floor was a mess. That guy's been living up there for, I don't know, 2 weeks now. And my fridge, the shelves, which were supposed to be here, I don't know, let me see, about 3 weeks ago.
Opening night is 3 days away.
2, 3, go! Scratching the piano.
In Toronto, Paolo Paolini was off fishing, while the kitchen at Spora was nowhere near ready.
And my kitchen is a continuous up. That guy's been living up there for, I don't know, 2 weeks now.
It is now opening day for Toronto's first luxury hangout for the established and glitterati.
Sit down, try to manipulate it. Paolo is exasperated, probably exhausted. Try to get your knees past it. He's had a rough few months go of it. If you come too far forward, it's going to be a bit to get in and out of this door as it is.
The little boy's room turns out to be the major issue with everyone's favorite critic, who drops by in his signature suit and cravat.
The toilet roll thing.
Yeah, we're changing it. Yeah.
It's so caca. It's like so
industrial,
cheap.
right?
It's cheap looking compared to that. It's a gorgeous bathroom.
And the jumbo chairs are still jumbo.
Like, I don't think he got the back right. We asked for it to be about like that, you know, so what am I gonna say?
Go! 2, 3, go!
The Steinway finally arrives, scratched.
Scratching the piano.
But the bigger issue is where it goes.
I'm just thinking about this beast and...
No, that's a small one. It's 6'11", Alessandro.
Doesn't have enough space for a band.
Well, all the bands that have been here say this is a ton of space.
Until they see this thing.
When they see this.
The band starts to arrive, and so does dinner in the kitchen.
Hey, we got pizza here. We don't want to throw food's here.
It was over a year ago that Paolo dreamed up the idea of turning an empty industrial space into the kind of place you can take your lover. He couldn't have cigars, but he demanded and got luxury. It cost $1.4 million, $400,000 more than they had planned.
You think I should get changed soon?
No, I'm gonna be like this.
I like the opening. Oh, it's got hours. 20 minuti. 20 minutes.
And before anyone can say Jack Robinson, the band strikes up a tune, the cocktails start flowing, the grown-ups start cutting up the rug, and the food comes out of the kitchen.
Congratulations.
Thank you. How are you?
There are cumin rubbed lamb chops with mint raita.
Delicious.
Fantastic.
Grilled sea scallops wrapped in pancetta with pomegranate reduction. And of course, beef burgers with foie gras and frites.
I think I like it.
Paolo and Massimo may be old pros, but they know they can't rest on their laurels.
In our business, you're only as good as your last plate of spaghetti.
The guys are going to touch tush when they pee. Back to back. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Maybe not. Not for me.
If he ever had me, he'd never go back to women.
Find more at fineliving.com. Real information for real people.